On December 18, 2025, a seemingly ordinary day, President Donald J. Trump signed an executive order that has since sent shockwaves through the global aerospace community. Its title, within quotes, ensuring American space superiority. Its goal is nothing short of accelerating humanity's return to the moon and establishing a permanent American presence there, faster than anyone thought possible. Forget the gentle stroll of Apollo. This is a mandate for dominance, a new race, and a bold declaration that America intends to lead not just in space exploration but in space superiority. Let's cut right to the chase. The core of this executive order boils down to two staggering deadlines: a crude American moon landing by 2028, and that's just 3 years from assigning the date, significantly accelerating NASA's existing Artemis timeline. And perhaps even more ambitiously, the establishment of the initial element of permanent lunar outpost by 2030. Not just a flag and a footprint, but a habitable operational base. But what does the space superiority actually mean in this context? It's more than just being first. It's about establishing a robust, enduring presence across the lunar space, the region between Earth and the Moon. It's about developing the infrastructure, the technology, and yes, the strategic advantage to ensure that America remains the dominant force. This isn't just about the science, it's about the power, resources, and influence in the new frontier. For years, NASA's Artemis program has been the blueprint of returning humanity to the moon. Now, under this executive order, that blueprint has been set on hyperspeed. The pressure on NASA and its newly sworn-in administrator, Jared Isaacman, yes, the billionaire entrepreneur and the Polaris Dawn mission commander, is immense. Isaacman, known for his aggressive timelines and reliance on the commercial innovation, is tasked with delivering on this unprecedented challenge. The shift isn't just about speed, it's about approach. The mandate heavily emphasizes leveraging the private sector, companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and the countless smaller innovators, and no longer just the contractors. They are now the key partners expected to drive much of the rapid development in the lunar landers, habitats, and the logistics. This signals a fundamental pivot away from the traditional government led behemoth projects of the past towards a more agile, commercially driven model. The goal: to build a sustainable lunar economy, not just a series of missions. Here is where the space superiority truly comes into play and where the mandate becomes genuinely provocative. The executive order isn't shy about its geopolitical implications. It explicitly calls for development and deployment of the capabilities to detect, deter, and if necessary, counter threats in the lunar space, surrounding lunar space as well. This isn't just about the rival nations like China aiming for their own moon base, it's about control, resource access, and projection of power far beyond the Earth's orbit. One of the most audacious directives within the order is the call for lunar nuclear power. Yes, you heard that right. NASA is now directed to launch and deploy an operational fission reactor on the lunar surface by 2030. This isn't just for a small habitat. This is for the sustained high power operations, potentially for industrial scale resource extraction or even supporting advanced defensive systems. Imagine a future where lunar bases are self-sufficient, powered by their own nuclear plants, fundamentally, changing the economy and logistics of off-world presence. This renewed American push cannot be viewed in isolation. It's a direct response to an acceleration of an already brewing competition, and particularly with China. Beijing has its own ambitious lunar program aiming for the crewed landing and the scientific research station in the lunar south pole by the mid 2030s. President Trump's mandate draw a clear line in the lunar dust, stating that the US will not cede leadership in this critical domain. The Space Superiority Directive isn't just about planting a flag, it's about strategic positioning, ensuring access to vital resources like lunar ice and preventing any single nation from dominating the high ground on the moon. This isn't just a race for scientific glory, it's a strategic chess, much playing out on a cosmic scale with long-term implications for the global power dynamics. Of course, a mandate this bold comes with immense challenge and considerable controversies. First is technical feasibility. Can NASA and its commercial partners genuinely pull off a crewed landing by 2028 and a base by 2030, even with accelerated funding and simplified regulations? The engineering hurdles are immense. Number two is the financial strain. Such an ambitious timeline will require unprecedented levels of investment. Will future administration uphold this funding, or will the program face political headwinds and budget cuts? Number three, international cooperation. The space superiority language could be seen as the exclusionary, potentially alienating allies and fostering greater competition rather than cooperation in space. How will this impact existing international agreements and partnership? Next question is the weaponization question. While the mandate speaks of deterrence and defense, the line between protecting assets and weaponizing space is fine one. Critics are already raising concerns about the potential of an arms race in the sublunar space. Yet, despite the challenges, the vision articulated in the Ensuring American Space Superiority executive order is undeniably grand. It paints a picture of a new golden age of American ingenuity and exploration, where humans not only return to the moon but establish a permanent foothold, unlocking its resources and leveraging its unique position for both scientific advancements and strategic advantage. The pivot away from solely Mars-focused ambitions, at least for the immediate future, signals a pragmatic recognition that the moon is the next logical and perhaps most strategically important step in humanity's expansion beyond Earth. It's a stepping stone, a proving ground, and potentially a vital outpost. So the new race for the moon is officially on, ignited by President Trump's space superiority mandate. It's a race driven by ambition, technology, and geopolitical realities. Whether this accelerated timeline lead to a truly sustainable lunar future or a new era of cosmic competition remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: the sleepy days of space policies are over. Moon is once again center stage, and the stakes have never been higher. So, friends, what do you think? In 2028 moon landing or 2030 base realistic? Will the space superiority lead to peace or conflict? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more deep dives into the future of space explorations, and I will catch you again in the next one.